My name's Zoe Adjonyoh. I have a restaurant called Zoe's Kitchen. We also have a street food business, and I have a cookbook out at the moment called Zoe's Kitchen. And food, basically, I cook. I cook contemporary Ghanaian food. I first got into cooking, I guess, as a kid. My mum's Irish and my dad's Ghanaian. So, but what used to happen is my dad used to bring home ingredients like kenkey and shito and smoked fishes and things like this. Ingredients that weren't common to anything we knew in the kitchen or in the environment. I used to watch him eating and cooking it because he used to cook for himself very selfishly. And it just piqued my interest about what that food was and where it was from. And I guess it was kind of a way of spending a bit of time with him and getting to know him through cooking with him. So that's sort of the first inroad to Ghanaian food for me, was watching my dad eat and cook and bugging him to teach me. What I love about Ghanaian food is it's so rich and varied and textured in its flavours. It's got so many flavour profiles. It's super comforting, can be super wholesome. And my experience of it has been a real connection to my roots and my family and my heritage, and informed who I am, you know. So that's why it's super important to me. And I think that food from Africa generally has not been exposed enough to people in the UK. So it's important to me, you know, the message of bringing African food to the masses is about just getting people to not be intimidated by some of the ingredients, and just trying to help people understand all the various different ways they can use them, you know, because it's exciting food, it's exciting flavours, and I feel like everyone should be cooking it, really. So back in 2010, I moved into this flat. We had no furniture, zip. And the week after we moved in here was something called Hackney Wicked, which is basically a celebration of the art community in Hackney Wicked, lots of open studios. And my girlfriend at the time, Jasmine, was a video artist, so she wanted to use this as an open studio. So this was a gallery space, effectively. And I didn't have very much to do because I couldn't be in here because it was a studio, and there was lots of people flooding into Hackney Wick. Basically, they wouldn't normally be here because at the time it was an industrial estate. And I just basically saw it as an opportunity to make a bit of pocket money because I was skint. So I cooked a dish that all my friends used to bug me to cook over and over again, which is the groundnut soup, peanut butter stew. There's a sign up there, actually, the very first sign. And I made one big pot of this on a baby belling stove. So it's 2 top stove outside my front door. And it has this amazing piquancy, this kind of sweet and spicy smell to it. And this huge vat of the stuff, just because the wind was blowing the smell. And so loads of people came and kept selling out of this stew. And people were like, oh, you should do this again, and you should do this again. And I was like, maybe, probably not, but maybe. But that was that weekend. And then the following year, we decided to turn this into a restaurant space for that same weekend, rather than a gallery. And we called it Zoe's Kitchen, and we were just sold out solidly for 3 or 4 days. And everyone was like trying to book for the next Wednesday or the next Thursday or in 2 weeks' time. And I was like, no, you're in my living room right now. This isn't a thing. But basically, it was so popular that I started collecting email addresses and said, look, if I do it again, I'll let you know. And then I did do it again. And then people kept telling other people, and it kind of built its own momentum. And before I knew it, I had this huge following, I guess, of people coming to my restaurant in my living room for dinner, and it was great. It was fun. Yeah, so the food's taken me on this amazing journey from something that was like a pot outside my house to this, this sort of full circle investigation of heritage and food and sharing food and what it means to eat together, I guess.